Welcome to the Downtime from WTWH Media with your hosts, Sarah Wynn and Sheri Kasprzak, bringing you everything you need to know from the week in manufacturing.
Welcome back to the Downtime. We are a weekly manufacturing podcast from WTWH Media. Feeling a little lucky today, Sheri. That's my co-host. I am Sarah Wynn, co-host and senior editor for Packaging OEM, one half of the Downtime Divas, here with my tag team partner,
Sheri Kasprzak, and I am the managing editor of Automation and Controls here at WTWH Media. And if you don't know, that is plant engineering, control engineering, and consulting specifying engineer, welcoming you back for another episode of the Downtime. We're so glad you're here.
This one's going to be off the chains. Just a little forewarning, we've had a little bit of caffeine and we are recording a bit earlier than normal. So, Sheri, are you ready to rock and roll?
I am well caffeinated, and I think it's a good thing because we're going to be talking about coffee pods later on in the episode. So I'm excited about that.
Yes, and let's do a little fit check. What are you wearing today?
You know, here in New England, it is unseasonably warm. Like it's going to be like 80 degrees today. So I was able to grab this adorable blue gingham dress that I have. It's thrifted. So, and I believe it's actually vintage at that. So I have my cute little vintage gingham dress for this unseasonably warm September day. And how about you? You're looking sharp over there.
It is very hot. I'm crazy for wearing this jacket right now because it is like 80 degrees outside.
Would you say, Sarah, that it's hot in her?
It's getting hot in her.
Getting hot in her.
I'd say that, but I mainly want to just point out my hat. You know, it's my favorite accessory besides my aviator sunglasses. Today's hat is my Packaging OEM hat. I'm wearing this specifically because I will be heading to PackExpo in just a few hours. Once this podcast is published, I'll be wearing this hat while I travel. If you see me at the airport, say hello. Say hello. I'd love to meet you. I'm really excited for the trip.
Love it, and it's an awesome hat. And yeah, we'll have a lot of great stuff from PackExpo, and I hope you have a great time. Let the good times roll. You're going to be like rolling the dice. You're going to be having a great time.
Taking it to the bank.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what happens in Vegas gets posted on Packaging OEM social media. So there you go.
It always does. Everything is marketable content, as you know.
Yes. All right, let's move on into our headlines.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what have you got over at Packaging OEM, Sarah?
Packaging OEM recently published a story on Novakon. They produce industrial PCs compatible with the Siemens Industrial Edge platform, an Industry 4.0 solution. It was created through a collaboration between the two companies. These PCs enable smarter packaging lines with predictive data-driven maintenance and support energy efficiency. They have a specific model PC that is in our story that won an award from Taiwan Excellence. That's a government-funded award that recognizes products from the region. Winners, such as Novakon, get to showcase their products on a global scale by attending trade shows. That's how I met them. We met back at Detroit, the infamous Detroit trip, and Automate. So they were a pleasure to speak with. We have that story up on Packaging OEM Social now. And don't forget, we also have a Packaging OEM ebook on energy efficient packaging machinery. We will share that link.
So Sarah, over at Plant Engineering and Control Engineering, we are still celebrating the accomplishments of our engineering leaders under 40. And I thought I would take a little time today to highlight some of those winners. You can see the full list over at plantengineering.com and controleng.com. I will drop those links wherever you can find our podcast and over at our LinkedIn page. Our engineering leaders under 40 winners include people like Johnny Burness, 39. He's an engineering manager, factory systems and test with Vertigi. That's in California. Johnny is a licensed professional engineer in control systems and also has an executive MBA. He started his career, get this, Sarah, at just 16 years old, as part of a high school engineering co-op program. And we have highlighted programs like this, especially on the higher ed side. On this podcast before, we love a good co-op program. So congratulations, Johnny. That's such a great feat. We also feature Mena Francis, 37. He's a project manager for Applied Control Engineering. He is a mechanical engineer who says he used to take apart computers, appliances, and cars to try to figure out problems when he was a kid. So I think that's really fun. I think we've all done that at some time in At least I've inadvertently broken things before. So
Yes, I think I could use him. He
I
could
think
really
so.
help me. Yeah.
Exactly. Finally, we've got Jasmine Nguyen. She's 27. She's a controls and automation engineer with our friends over at Hargrove Controls and Automation, a longtime collaborator with us. Jasmine's specialties include the oil and gas, chemical, specialty chemical, pharmaceutical, and energy industries. And a cool fun fact about Jasmine, Sarah, is that she was raised in Bayou La Batre, that's in Alabama, and it's a small fishing community that was mentioned in the movie Forrest Gump. So I thought that was really fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You can go check out our full list of winners at Plant Engineering and Control Engineering. And as I mentioned before, I will link all of those stories wherever you can find the podcast. And go follow us on LinkedIn while I've got you.
And I just want to say the Downtime is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know what you're going to get. God only knows.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be something delicious. It could be crunchy frog. You don't know. I mean,
We could be talking about conveyors one second and peanut butter the next. That's
we
just how we
often
are.
do. And sometimes peanut butter on conveyors, I mean,
Oh,
if we're getting
ooh.
crazy.
Speaking my language, I love it. All
I know.
right. Well, thank you, Sheri, and congratulations to all the winners. Sheri's done a great job spotlighting these winners on Plant Engineering and Control Engineering social media. Make sure to check that out. And Sheri, bring up your story you wrote that has the salary info.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you want to kind of connect the dots about careers in engineering and what the prospects look like, any advice that you might be able to glean from some of these amazing people in our engineering leaders under 40 list, I put together a piece that kind of puts the pieces together. You can access the control engineering and the plant engineering salary surveys for 2025. So you can get a look at what people are making in the industry, as well as, what drives people to do the work that they love every day. So go check out that article. I'll also link it everywhere you can find us.
Definitely. It's worth checking out.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sheri, I just love it. I just love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so much, Sarah.
If you were here in person, I'd take this title belt off the wall and put it on your shoulder.
Oh, thank you.
You're going to have to visit Ohio for that, though.
I know. Yeah, you're going to have to visit Rhode Island. So get on that.
Whew. Yeah, we'll see. I never say never. We'll see. We'll see. But let's transition a little bit into our interview segment. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Let's rock.
All right. I do love that. Yeah. As mentioned earlier, we are preparing for PackExpo Las Vegas. #Viva Las Vegas. It's just hours away. This week's guest hails from Hoosier Feeder. It is Matt Jones. He's the VP of Sales with over 35 years of experience in packaging, processing, automation, and conveying. He joins the Downtime podcast to talk about what they will demonstrate in Las Vegas, and that is a centrifugal feeder system for coffee pods. Sheri, this system can handle single-serve coffee pods at rates of up to 800 per minute.
I think that's almost enough for me. Maybe.
I think that's enough for us to get through one episode of the Downtime.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I had a latte with an extra shot today, so I am wired. Let's do it. Love that.
All right, so let's hear from Matt Jones. He shares his journey in packaging, how he worked at Dorner and the collaborating with them, and most importantly, Hoosier Feeder, what they will share at PackExpo. Take it away, Matt.
Sounds good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Downtime. I am here with Matt Jones, VP of Sales at Hoosier Feeder. Matt, originally from Philadelphia, has spent over the last 2 decades in the Midwest. Matt, welcome to the Downtime.
Thank you, Sarah. Great to be here.
Thank you. Could you share a little bit about your background for our audience?
Sure. I am originally from southeastern Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia area, relocated to Wisconsin, as you noted, about 20 years ago. Spent about 35 years in the industry, started out in power transmission, migrated to packaging and processing equipment, conveying. And for the last 3.5 years have been with Hoosier Feeder.
Awesome. So speaking of Hoosier Feeder, PackExpo is right around the corner. What's exciting for Hoosier Feeder at the event?
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to this year's PackExpo. PackExpo, each of the PackExpo events are preeminent and premier events each year. So when we look at Vegas and then next year Chicago, that'll be our largest trade shows, and we'll have a number of pieces of equipment there. Also, this year's PackExpo in Las Vegas is going to feature over 1 million square feet of space, 2,300 exhibitors. Many of the exhibitors are our customers as well, and probably north of 30,000 attendees. So looking forward to really having an opportunity to share all the different things that we can bring to the market in the feeding, orienting, and conveying space. This year we're going,
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to say, this year we're going to have our centrifugal feeding system handling single serve coffee pods, and we'll be feeding those and demonstrating those in a centrifugal feeder, spinning them at a very high rate of speed. Our trade show demo runs at about 400 pieces per minute, but we offer equipment that can feed single serve coffee pods at nearly 800 and over 800 cups per minute. So very high speed, incredibly efficient technology. And once it exits its centrifugal feeder, then we have an alpine conveying display that is a buffering system that allows us to demonstrate our ability to partner up with Dorner and their FlexMove conveyance. We're a authorized integrator for Dorner and their FlexMove product. So excited to introduce that.
Definitely. Do you want to touch on the collaboration with Dorner a little bit more?
Sure. Yeah. So spent many years at Dorner in different roles, sales and executive sales management, and kind of quasi-retired from Dorner a few years ago and partnered up with my friends at Hoosier Feeder. And through that process, we were able to bring together the feeding technology and the conveying technology. So we're very happy to have that relationship and to leverage my Dorner expertise as well.
Definitely. Thank you. And 800 coffee pods per minute. Wow. It's a lot of coffee.
Yeah, it's a lot of coffee. I drink about half of that each morning.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You and I combined, we can do about 800 a day. There we go.
Right.
Can you tell me how easily does this system fit into production lines or in any integration aspects?
Sure. So this is a significant piece of equipment. It is highly flexible and scalable. So the system we'll have at PackExpo will be a little bit of a smaller system. We can make them much larger. So getting in on the front end of the process is important, working with customers in the planning phase. But if there's an existing facility, a brownfield location, we oftentimes can easily drop these in. And typically what it takes is just a visit with the customer, which will oftentimes start at a PackExpo event. Those initial conversations will start on the trade show floor, and then through subsequent visits and follow-up calls, we can easily drop a piece of equipment into place. Typically what's required with these systems is a level of pre-feeding and then feeding the equipment and then buffering afterwards. So you do need a little bit of space to feed ultimately to the customer's cartoner. So in some cases, the cartoner exists, and in other cases, they're leaving our booth and walking down an aisle at PackExpo and visiting with a cartoner manufacturer.
Definitely. Do you want to touch on how you collaborate? You mentioned a lot of your customers are at the show. Any collaboration you want to touch on?
Yeah, and we do work with a number of companies, and it'd be really hard for me to mention one company because invariably I'm going to leave someone out, and then they're going to say, "Hey, how come you didn't mention me?"
I get it. I have 3 dogs. That's like saying I have to pick a favorite dog. I understand.
Right.
I understand.
Right. Yeah.
So changing gears just a little bit. What are you looking forward to the most in Las Vegas?
Yeah, so it's always exciting to visit Vegas. Of course, the opportunities Monday through Wednesday to speak and to meet with customers on the trade show floor, both new customers and existing customers. We have a great opportunity to introduce many of the new people, the first timers, but also some people coming to the show that are looking for plant expansions or looking towards plant expansions and need new equipment. So those will be great opportunities as well. Lots of opportunities to network. We'll have our executive leadership team as well at the show, so people can visit with us and talk with not only leaders within our company but other leaders in business as well.
Definitely, thank you. And Packaging OEM was at the Hoosier Feeder booth back at PackExpo Southeast. It was a fun time to be. We got a lot of great photos, a lot of great videos. So we'll have to swing on by and see you there.
Yeah, please do. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Yes. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
And thank you again, Matt. Thank you to the team at Hoosier Feeder. We have featured them a few times on this podcast. We are big fans. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much. I think it's almost game time. What do you think, Sarah?
Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So this game time segment this week is Sheri's brainchild. It is called All In.
Yeah, we're kind of riffing on the Las Vegas theme, Sarah, because you're going to be heading out to PackExpo. So, we're going to throw out a topic and decide if we're all in or if we're all out. Being all in means we love it, we support it, we would totally do it. And being out means,
It's not for me. It's not for me.
No.
It may spark some debates. It's all about seeing where we stand. Sheri and I do not agree on everything. We get along very well, but we don't agree on everything.
It's true. And hey, you can play along if you're listening to the podcast. You can say whether or not you're all in on something or all out. And, let us know what you think over on our LinkedIn page. I would love to hear how you would answer some of these questions. So this is an exciting game, and I'm really, it'll be fun.
So let's do it. I'm going to start, and this goes off of what I just talked about with Matt with the coffee pods. Sheri, are you all in or all out in terms of coffee before 8 a.m.?
All in. I'll take coffee anytime in the morning.
I'm all in, but it's got to be iced coffee.
Yeah, that's where we differ.
I only like iced. Only like ice.
Yep. All right, Sarah. So this is one I know your answer. Using AI to run every aspect of your life.
I'm all in, so I hope I don't set her off. She's sitting on my desk, but my Alexa controls my lights, controls my cameras, even tells me when my laundry's ready. So I will say I'm all in.
I'm out there. I mean, I like using AI for a few things, and I try to be mindful of my usage of it. But when I'm not working, I am a very analog person. I guess I'm from the 1900s, so I just prefer to keep keep things nice and analog.
She said that before. So funny. Next one, all in or all out in terms of wearing Crocs in public.
In public, in private, anywhere, I'm out. They're hideous. It could not be me. So how about you?
All in. And for a long time, I wouldn't do it. And then they are just the best shoes to take my dogs outside. All in. I have 2 pairs. I have a cute little purple pair, and then I have a pair that's lined with fur for winter.
Oh my gosh.
It's like yellow with cheetah print fur. Yeah.
That's too funny. All right. So
I'll make sure to wear them to Rhode Island.
Oh, please do. I got to get pictures.
There we go.
Mandatory PPE selfies.
All in. I'm all for selfies anywhere at any time. And if PPE is involved, even more. Yeah.
I think I'm out there. I don't know. I'm not a huge selfie person. I mean, if it's something interesting or like if one of my kids wants to do a selfie with me, because they're all more grown now, and anytime they want to get a selfie with me, I'm like, oh, you want to take a selfie with me? That's so sweet. Because mostly they don't want to be seen with their mom. So no PPE selfies for me.
Shout out Sheri's kids. They're great. They're great.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Hashtag Team Blair. Team Blair.
Aww.
This is the Downtime's episode number 23. And I know Sheri's not into sports, but I think this is a universal enough question to ask. There have been some famous basketball players that have worn the number 23, and I'm going to focus in on 2. When it comes to wearing 23, are you all in on LeBron or are you all in on Michael Jordan?
As previously mentioned, I'm from the 1900s, so I got to go all in on Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan was everywhere when I was in high school, even in middle school. So I got to go all in with Michael Jordan. He is the GOAT. So how about you? You going for LeBron?
Sheri, I wore LeBrons to my Ohio State graduation. I am all in on LeBron James. He's broken my heart. He's put it back together. I still love you, LeBron. I always will. LeBron.
Okay, that's where we differ. Yeah. All right, so I already know your answer for this because I know you, Sarah Wynn. Factory floor playlist, music while you work.
Yes, I'm all in. And normally I do listen to music most of the time while I'm working, but this week I've been kind of in a little cave writing up some pieces. So haven't listened to a ton of music, but yes, I'm all in on music while you work.
I'm all in too. Love listening to music while I work. I'm kind of obsessed with like music in general. So yeah, of course.
Did you listen to anything today?
I have like today was a murder podcast day, so I was listening to true crime podcasts.
It was just another episode of the Downtime.
Exactly.
Sheri walked to the cafe to write her rundown. And then we have to have like an interesting twist. I did instruct a few people. They know who they are. Sheri's one of them. With my instructions in the event I went missing. So if anything happens, they know what to do. They know
It's
what to
Keith
do.
Morrison for you. Dateline only. That's what it's going to be. It's got to be the best.
I'll take Deborah Roberts too. from
Okay.
2020.
Good to know.
Yeah. All right. Next one, robots doing household chores.
I'm all in. Anything that can like ease my chore duties. Yes, I'm going to. Like if robots could just clean my entire house, that'd be great.
So I'm actually going to say all out on this. I have and this is surprising, I have a Roomba, and my dogs, especially Mr. Baby, he gets brought up a lot, cannot stand it. So I can't use it if they're here. So
Right.
while they were at their grandma's house, when I was gone in my trip a few weeks ago, it ran every day. I came home, my house was so clean, so nice, so fresh, and so clean. But no, I have to say all out because they drive me crazy if they're on. The
That
dogs, I
makes
mean, not the
sense.
robots. Yep.
That makes sense. All right, I think this is our final question, and this is really divisive. But are you all now again, we're in the season. 'Tis the season, Sarah. Are you all in or are you out on candy corn?
All out, throw it in the trash.
You can just give it all to me. I am all in. I love me some candy corn.
One of my good friends that was a on-air talent when I worked in local news, I have a video somewhere. I'll have to find it. She takes the candy corn and literally throws it in the trash. She did it for me. She did it for me. Thank you, Haley Nelson. Thank you. Haley
Super
Nelson Pena. All right. So that is the end of the game time segment. So we do not agree on AI. We do not agree on robots with household chores, and we do not agree on basketball legends. So,
You don't.
and if you see Sheri in public, I hope you're wearing Crocs.
I see how it is. All right. So I think this brings us, Sarah, to the end of another episode of the Downtime. It always comes too quickly.
Always comes back around. Thank you guys for listening. I will see you in Las Vegas for PackExpo. Again, remember, I'll be wearing my hat when I travel. Say hello. I've met some friends in my travels before. Shout out to Conveyor and Caster. So say hi.
Yeah. Safe travels, Sarah. I know you'll bring us a lot of great stuff from PackExpo.
Yes.
And-
Thank you.
And thank you all for listening, and we will catch you in another episode of the Downtime. Bye.